everybody, how you doing? I want to make this little video just to state my opinion on something. Yeah, right now I'm driving, but I got both hands on my wheel. Don't think I'm holding my phone. I've been thinking and listening on TV, watching on TV and listening to the radio, all the crap that's going on in our country, all this racism and stuff, all this hate. Now before I do this video, I do want to let you know something. I'm against all this hate, I'm against all this racism, but I'm also against lies and all this false news, fake news, whatever you want to call it. I've been listening to different TV programs. I listen to CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, different news stations, all the opinions. But you know what they say about opinions? Everybody has one. And all this KKK stuff and all that, man, all these people, first of all, we all know they're wrong. We all know that if it were possible, all these Nazis also, I mean, we fought against Nazis in World War II, so we could defeat it. But yet we let them live here in our country, which is something that I don't know why the government doesn't do anything about it. Yeah, we all do have free speech, but hate is a crime. Otherwise, you wouldn't have fake crime. Hate crimes. Now, recently, President Trump condemned all this stuff now because he didn't say something right away. Like he said, he needed to find out what was going on first. Because in the past, for example, with Trayvon Martin, and then with this other guy, Brown, you remember that the Attorney General back then, Eric Holder, and then you had President Obama, they opened their mouth before they even know what was going on, talking about it was racism and it was all this and that. And then we found out through the investigations that none of it was true. All this hands up, don't shoot, that was a big lie, it wasn't true. Then we found out that Trayvon Martin was the one that was trying to hurt Zimmerman, and Zimmerman was found not guilty. And that was stated by the investigations that were done by the FBI and all that. So people learn. Now when we had this stuff that happened over here in Virginia, we can see that President Trump condemned the hate. He didn't mention anybody by name that first day. A couple of days later he came out, he condemned the KKK, he condemned the alt-right, he condemned white power people and all that. But I mean, it doesn't matter what Trump does, everybody's always going to find hate or a way to hate him or not like him. They preach against hate, but yet they were chanting at Trump Tower, we hate you, we hate you. So I don't see how anybody can be against hate and hate somebody. Anyway, getting to the point, now that they want to erase our history, liberals are trying to erase our history. They're talking about they want to tear down all the statues of anything that has to do with the slave owners. Now we know that George Washington, our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, they were slave owners. So like Trump said, are we going to knock their statues down too? Just because we don't like history? There's no way to erase history. History is history. Okay? So, I heard a lady on MSNBC saying that she doesn't want her children growing up and going by a statue and saying, Mama, what is that statue about? And then she didn't want to have to explain to her kids who those people were and why there's a statue up there for it. It's part of history. Okay, so I've been thinking, listening to that logic, if they want to erase anything that had to do with slavery, no, I'm not for slavery, don't misunderstand me. It's something that happened in our country, and it is something that is still happening in many parts of the world. Yeah, that's right. Slavery still exists. But I'm thinking about this while I'm listening to that. And I'm saying, wait a minute. Wasn't it the Democratic Party during our Civil War that were for slavery? Isn't that what they were fighting for? Yeah, it's in the history books. Read it. It was the Democrats who wanted the slaves. And it was the Republicans who were fighting against it. So I submit this to you and anybody listening to this video right now. If we're going to tear down the statues that talk about our history and slavery, if we're going to change our history books about everything that happened during slavery because we don't want our children to grow up asking questions, is that going to erase our history, or wouldn't it be better to tell our children the mistakes that were made so that we can learn from them and let them know that that is a dark part of our history, of our country that we went through, and we don't want to repeat those mistakes? So if they're tearing down all our history that has to do with slavery, I'm going to submit to you this suggestion. Let's get rid of the Democratic Party. After all, the Democratic Party is the one that wanted the slaves. They are the ones that were the slave owners. They were the ones that went to war to keep their slaves. They are the ones today that want to keep people down. How? By not giving them what they need. Oh, I'm not talking about not giving them what they need as far as jobs. No, I'm talking about they don't want to give their dignity. Instead of giving them jobs, what do they want to do? Give them food stamps, entitlements. Instead of saying, here, let's do something so we can find work for you. Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to work. If you ain't got a job, we'll give you food stamps. Well, that's just my opinion. But if everybody's giving opinions, like I said, and it's a fact, and it's history, it is the Democratic Party who was pro-slavery. Now it changed a little bit. They want to call it a different thing. But they're still trying to keep the little man down. Not just blacks. They want to keep the brown man down. They want to keep the Asians down. They want to keep other people down. And I'm not talking about the Republicans. I'm talking about the Democrats. Because they want to take our dignity away. So let's get rid of the Democratic Party. Because according to history and according to fact, the Democrats are the ones that started all the slavery junk. So there. What do you think about that? Not much to think about. It's a fact.